Here's something I would say about the offensive coordinator, Josh. Um, a lot of people are complaining about his play calling, right? But I can show you proof that the plays that he's drawn up work. The majority of them, right? I ain't gonna say all of them, which you can say that for any OC, but he's drawing up stuff, and receivers are open. Two receivers are open at the time, but Baker's locking in on his first read, and he's zeroing in on that, and that's where the ball is going. I can prove to you. Now, one thing I can say about what I've been seeing with these offensive play calls, I've been seeing a lot of receivers in the same area. So I don't know if that's, I know, and I've never coached at that level, but I know as a young offensive coordinator, I would draw up some plays, and that would happen to where receivers are in the same area. And that was basically, I had to go back and redesign those plays. So I don't know if that's him, or I don't know if that's the receivers running the wrong routes, or if it's a little bit of both. But that I did see a lot this year. I did see a lot of receivers in the same area, and that's, you don't do that in the NFL. That's not done by play design. If it is, it needs to be redesigned. So I don't, like I said, I don't know if it's the play design or if it's the players running the wrong routes. But again, I'm going to say these last 3 games were lost by Baker. It's not the offensive coordinator. It's not the defense, because we had opportunities to win the game even with the bad special teams and the bad play calling, y'all want to say, and the lack of playmaking from the defense. We were still in the games. All we had to do is drive down and score, and we would have won those games. And in this division, all you need is one more win. If we would have had one more win, we wouldn't even be having this conversation about Saturday's game. But it is what it is. I just wanted to touch on the point of the offensive coordinator. He's a first-time OC, so this kind of stuff you can expect to happen. And if we were winning, or if we were in the playoffs, or we were going to the playoffs, a lot of y'all wouldn't even be complaining about his play calling. You wouldn't, because we would be winning. And see, that's the thing when it comes to sports. When you're a first-time coach, or you're learning or whatever, as long as you're winning and learning at the same time, then your job is pretty safe. But when you start losing or going on a losing streak, or things start looking the way they're looking with the Bucks, then that's when people want changes, right? But you got to remember, it's players over plays. So that means the players have to perform over the plays. But if you don't have the correct players to perform, I'm just talking about defense, not offense side. We got players. Except, and I don't like to use injuries, but I'm going to say next man up. But the next man up on our offensive line are practice squad players. So you're going to get what you get. That's what you get. Again, that goes back to the salary cap and being able to provide your team and your roster with starting players and good depth players. But if you low on money, then what are you going to do? You go looking for practice squad players to be starters and backups. That's why special teams are so horrible. When go back and just look at football and look at the years we won Super Bowls or in competitive and the defense was good with Tony Dungy. Go look at our special team players, right? Our special team players was second string players that could start for other teams. We don't have that right now because we have money issues. So honestly, I don't. They're saying changes going to be made. I really don't feel like it's going to be Todd. I say if the Jets let go of Aaron Glenn, Todd should go get him. The Bucks should go get him and make him defensive coordinator. Because I feel like Todd is not handing over the play calling to the guys on the staff because he don't feel like they're capable, and which they're not. I would agree. They could barely coach their positions. But if you went and got Aaron Glenn, turned that over to him, and Aaron has run the 3-4 and the 4-3. So I like hybrid defenses anyways. You got to be able to do both. And he can concentrate on the team. But what would you do with offensive coordinator? Would you go find another one? Start Baker and the whole team all over again? Or would you give Josh another chance? I don't know about what I would do with offensive coordinator. But that's what I would do for the rest of the team. Of course, I would change the special teams coach. and let Aaron bring in some of his defensive coaches for the positions. Just my thoughts.